Samsung's big Q4 2012 $52.4 billion in revenue is nice, but operating profit surged 89% year-over-year to $8.27 billion. Samsung already gave us a hint of what to expect to see in its latest quarterly financials. But now the Korean consumer electronics titan has released its earnings for all to see. Here's the gist of the company's fiscal Q4 2012 figures. Samsung reported a whopping 56.06 trillion won, which works out to $52.4 billion in revenue, along with 8.84 trillion won, roughly $8.27 billion in operating profit. In case you were curious, those are some awfully hefty year-over-year gains for Samsung. The company's Q4 2012 revenue figure is 18.52% larger than it was in Q4 2011. And Samsung's profit this quarter surged to an impressive 89.3% from what it reported last year. The company also released its fiscal 2012 figures this past year. Samsung scored a net profit of 23.8 trillion won, $22.25 billion, on revenue of 201 trillion won, $187.9 billion. Mobile has always been a key market for Samsung, but the release is terribly vague when it comes to breaking down exactly how the company did with regard to units sold. Even so, revenue from Samsung's mobile communications division grew 4% from the prior quarter, and Samsung specifically calls out on the Galaxy S3 and Galaxy Note 2 as key performers. The inclusion of the latter isn't much of a shock, considering it sold around 5 million units in its first 2 months on the market, and is reportedly nearing 10 million units sold globally. Taking a step back, Samsung's IT and mobile communications unit as a whole reported 5.44 trillion won, $5.09 billion, slightly down from Q3 but more than double the 2.56 trillion won, $2.39 billion, Samsung recorded in the year-ago quarter. The rest of Samsung's business units fared rather nicely, as well, with the company's consumer electronics and semiconductor divisions generating quarterly profits of 740 billion won, $691.6 million, and 1.42 trillion won, $1.33 billion, respectively. Not quite as shocking as the mobile side of things, but both units handily shot past the figures they posted last quarter by a large margin.